All right, now we can bring in another than Mike Cozzi to check on sports. Good morning there, Mike.
Good morning. Wait a minute now. Whose pizzeria?
Cozzi's.
Man, do they have my picture up in there?
It's Cozzi's. It's Cozzi. What is it? Well, I think with an I, Cozzi.
Yeah, mine's with an I.
Well, then it might be. I know it's spelled different, so then it's got a Y, but still, it's Cozzi's.
Wow.
And we should bring you up here and just introduce them to you.
Sure, we should.
Who knows? It might be some sort of distant Italian relative. I mean,
might be. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, if you looked on my Facebook page on Friday, I predicted the Patriots by 10.
Wow.
But I went to bed at halftime because simply...
You didn't miss nothing.
It was one of the most boring games I've ever seen, but...
The rivals with the Washington Redskin Dolphin debacle when Garo Yepremian threw an interception.
It was like I said, I went to bed, and when I went to bed, it was 3-0, and I said to myself, I have no doubt that the Patriots are going to win this game. For a team that supposedly didn't have a defense at the beginning of the year, I'll tell you what, the Rams just looked totally inept in that first half, and it must have been just the same way throughout the whole game.
How do you think the Saints feel?
I know. I know.
How do you think the Saints feel?
Yeah.
What a joke. The NFL deserved the dud of a game like this for what they did 2 weeks ago. It was a garbage game. It was awful. Absolutely pathetic.
But that being said, and I'm a Patriot hater, okay? That being said, you cannot take away from something special that we have all been able to witness. And it's truly an amazing thing when a team like the Patriots and you have a coach like Belichick and a quarterback like Brady can string together what they have strung together. If you're a sports fan, you should be very appreciative that you were alive to see this because it's going to be a long time before it happens again.
Yeah, people don't know what they're looking at. They just despise Brady. They hate the Patriots. They call them cheaters. I mean, you hear so many different things, but you know what? They are probably the greatest franchise in the history of football. You could maybe argue the early Packers, but to do what the Patriots did for as long as they've been doing it, no one's done it that way.
No.
Nobody. The Cowboys fizzle after a couple of years. The 49ers, you mentioned them, they were good for a short period of time. The Patriots are good all the time. This is 2019, and they beat the Rams, 19 years ago or 18 years ago to win their first one? That's a long time, man, and they just keep on winning, and they win in different ways, and they evolve every year to be a different type of team, and that just shows you what a superb coach Belichick is. You can't deny the Patriots are one of the best teams of all time. Hate them if you may, you can't take that away from them.
No, you can't. It's just what it is. And you know what? Look, you got a 40-year-old quarterback. You had Gronk that was injured and didn't play well most of the year, okay? And they still end up winning the Super Bowl.
The thing was, I heard people say yesterday that the Patriots' defense is no good. The Rams could run the ball through them and this and that and everything else. 3 points, folks. The Rams averaged 32 points a game all year. 3 points. Explain that to me.
Yeah, it's just absolutely. Like I said, you can say what you want, and you know that I'm not a Patriot fan at all.
Oh no, I know that.
But you can say what you want, but there is absolutely nothing that compares to what the Patriots with Bill Belichick and Tom Brady has done.
And now Boston surpasses New York with championships.
It's just really interesting. I mean, I look at this, and you have to say to yourself, take the Super Bowl off the table for a second, Mike. Okay?
Yesterday's game?
Just with the Patriots' record.
Mm-hmm.
Take how many AFC Championship games have they been in? How many times?
9 in a row?
How many times have they won the American Football Conference East?
How many years have we been here for?
It's
and Have they ever lost the AFC East?
You look, it's staggering when you add the things up, one after another, after another, after another.
Yep. To be as good as they've been for as long as they've been, it's unbelievable.
They match.
It really is.
They match what the Yankees did in the 40s and 50s. They matched that and probably bested it. But
yeah, I think they surpassed it because they're there every year. There's no bad seasons. I remember the year when Brady blew his knee out and they were supposed to do nothing. They won it then too.
Yeah, no, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. It really is.
Yeah, that's all coaching. And another thing, how many times does a Super Bowl winning team lose its coaches and lose its players, and they hit a downstream? Well, how many assistant coaches did the Patriots lose last year? A bunch, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I
said. And they still win the Super Bowl this year.
When you look at, I got to kill a bug that was here. I shouldn't have killed it, but it was crawling on my board.
It's a bug. Kill it.
Yeah, it's just like I said. It's a special thing to see, and that's
no
all
doubt.
you can say. It's a special thing to see, and if you're a sports fan, you throw away everything else, and you just say they are right now the greatest franchise in football history.
The only franchise that can rival them are the Canadians when they won Stanley Cup after Stanley Cup.
When I got on the air, that's what I said. The Montreal Canadiens are included in this because they were just dominant for, 10 years in a row or something. It was
more
ridiculous.
than that.
Yeah.
More than that. Yeah. I mean, even the Islanders of the 80s, that was a 3-year deal. This is going on for almost to 20 years now.
So anyways,
crazy.
So now we can dream about pitchers and catchers. How many weeks?
Thank God, 3.
All right, there you go.
Yes, sir.
3 weeks.
Yep. Maybe 3 weeks to games. It's probably 2 weeks to pitchers and catchers. Spring training starts early this year. I think it starts either the 23rd or the 26th of February, the first games.
Well,
because baseball season's trying to push the beginning, maybe to St. Patrick's Day, to coincide with the New York parade and baseball. Wouldn't that be something?
Well, all I could say is I'm glad pitchers and catchers is coming.
Me too.
And I'm glad that the two bozos that are looking for 300
still aren't signed.
That's right.
They still don't know where to send their bags.
They were looking. Now let's go back. This has been going on so long. They're looking for $300 million a year, right?
Correct.
Yeah, it's just they're not. No,
not $300 million a year. $300 million for 10.
For 10, $30 million a year for 10 years. Mm-hmm. It's not going to happen. So they're going to have to settle for something else. They're going to have to settle for something else. Even the Yankees and the Red Sox in their arms race aren't touching these.
Stupid.
They're not touching these. It's amazing. And they are right now. If you look at them, they're in the middle of an arms race, adding pitching. But they're not going to fall for this. They're not going to fall for this.
So, definitely not.
So, well, speaking about, I've got to mention this. Michael Hodgkins just joined on our Facebook Live. You can't have a bigger Red Sox fan and probably a Patriots fan than Michael. So, and we always kid each other during each season about our teams. Well, congratulations, Michael.
Enjoying the day today.
Oh, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. All right. Is there any other sports to talk about before I go to weather?
Of course there is.
Well, go.
Our horse racing.
All right.
We hit the two biggest stakes of the weekend this weekend. The 3-year-old stake Saturday at Aqueduct. I said Tax would win. Tax did win. I think he paid $6 and change, which I thought was a big price for him. I thought he was going to pay about $4. So we got $6 for every 2 bet on him. And saving the best for last, my pick in the Holy Bull. The 3-year-old pick, the 3-year-old prep race for the Kentucky Derby down at Gulfstream, was won by Harvey Wallbanger, and he paid $61.20.
So what did you win?
I can't reveal that.
Come on.
No, I can't reveal that.
All right.
Let's just say when I got out of baseball practice on Saturday night, I was very pleasantly surprised.
Well, that's a good thing then.
Yes, it was.
All right.
Nobody believed me. I had to go to a 50th birthday party afterwards, and they said, "Who'd you bet in the Holy Bull?" And I told them, and they said, "You didn't have that horse." I'm like, All right, come with me to the track tomorrow. You can watch me cash my tickets. Harvey Wallbanger, from worst to first.
Well, congratulations.
Yep, let's hope the rest of them run this way.
All right. Well, I will check with you tomorrow.
Have a great day, folks, and congratulations to the Patriots and their crew.